So we made it out of the Nebel Valley alive, thankfully. And we came here on a whim, just because, back to the Hawking Gate, just because it was on the way. And look who we found! We found Bracer Girl with the ribbon in her hair. Oh, Sherazard! Are you really investigating the whereabouts of the missing airliner? I'm sorry that you had to come all the way out here since we weren't up to the task. Oh, no girl. It's not your fault at all. I mean, we are the best bracers in roulette, so you can't judge yourself by our standards. Why are you even apologizing? See, Shara gets it. The only reason we're here is because the incident has something to do with us. I didn't know that. At any rate, be careful out there. I mean, we wouldn't bother with such a small incident if it weren't for the fact that Estelle's father was involved. The bracers at the Bose branch have been so busy recently. That's why we never got around to the incident with the airliner. Yeah, you guys have a lot of monsters. You have a monster problem. It's kind of serious. Maybe you should work on that. Leave the airliner to us, you know? I mean, you're already leaving the monsters to us, so. Alright. Alright, I think the only thing left for us to do now is to find Nial. Which... let's report our thing first, though. Good work. Alright. Cool. Any more? No. Alright. How to make sure. Okay, Nial is in the bar. Which we failed to find last time, but maybe we'll have better luck this time. Is this... No, it's not. This is the residential area. I thought the bar was somewhere around the plaza, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, here it is. Hello, Nial. Still drunk, I see. Ugh, darn it. This ain't a joke, you know. Ugh. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Wow, Shara. Joshua is right there. Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you bottomless, Shara? Oh please, bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely, and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it. It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to Shara's sieve. But no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Ugh. Where am I? Good, you're awake. Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Ugh, my head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goddess. What the heck am I doing in roulette? We kidnapped you, dragged you back to roulette, took all your cash. Thought I'd made my way to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Name's Sherazard Harvey. The pleasure is all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazard, are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then. Probably you're drinking. Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seemed pretty troubled. Darn, they saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Darn Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway. And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hocking Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendarily voluptuous mayor, but a maid turned me away outright. Gee, I wonder why. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Oh great Adios, tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally, we've met with the mayor, and General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap, you serious? Yep, totally. Score! Oh, he's sparkling. And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of Adios. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail. You first, man. We'll be glad to, however... Aren't you forgetting something, Nial? Huh? Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. And get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You want Mira or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We're not interested in your money. Correction, you're not interested in his money. I am. We need funds to buy Estelle some new equipment, dude. I mean, you have your nice swords and all, but, like, Estelle has nothing right now. She still has, like, a wooden branch that does 0 damage. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case... Ugh, and here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. Rude. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured, it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't get stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, I'll tell you everything. On my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. We're ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua, you're on a roll. He is very good at negotiating. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. I talked to a villager who just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. A huge shadow flying overhead? Oh, it's probably that kid, the one who was getting, like, bullied by his friends. They were all saying, oh, he's just making it up. But he actually saw something. Yep, airship, I told him. Maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Well, that's just because they're not, like, you know, really good at investigations like we are. Oh, you meanie, you raised our hopes only to dash them straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything. That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. And I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too, what with that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Ugh, fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. And yet... Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation. Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched, now it's your turn. Of course, a deal is a deal, after all. Joshua told Nial all about the incident in Roland, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The Capwas? Sky Bandits? A ransom demand to the Royal House and the airship corporations. Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely, I can definitely write my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy. Post haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. Bye, Niall. Look forward to reading your article. Wow, his spirits certainly lifted fast. So did his hangover. Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I really think we should have charged him for information. Come on. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you, from Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating. A little give and take, nothing more. The bad boy exterior with a good boy inside, or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, I guess we've only really dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you'll need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques. Like what, Shara? Please share. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a little bothered when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from Ravenou? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it, if the army already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but one of his men, and some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt, at any rate. You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Ravenou then, shall we? Got it. Alright. I studied creatures that lived in the old world before the Great Collapse. Beings that surpassed mankind's potential, and indeed were almost godlike. Indeed, I speak of the ancient dragons. Oh hey, I remember hearing about them in Sunday school. They were around in Liberl too, up until just a few decades ago, right? But they stopped showing up around the time orbment technology was first discovered. Ooh, Joshua. Joshua, you've got a real dumb look on your face. Something the matter? Honestly, he's probably just surprised that Estelle remembers anything from Sunday school. Like, I was under the impression that she slept through the whole thing. No, nothing. I'm just surprised that you actually remember something you learned in school. Shocked, really. How rude. Of course I paid attention. Huge, cool things with wings like that? I totally want to see one myself. Just thinking about them gets me all worked up. I can relate. That's why I've been journeying to exotic lands in search of information. Indeed, the subjects. Oh, okay. The ancient dragons. Alright, cool. This bar was originally founded more on a whim than anything else. I wish I could take it easy and didn't have to worry so much about criminals and profits and such. Criminals? I mean, I guess maybe people try to rob your bar, maybe. The manager always says he runs this place as a hobby, and he acts like that's why it's such a great establishment. Rumor has it the owner of Antarose says the exact same thing, though. But I think their obsessions are on two different levels entirely. Okay, cool. Won't do me any good to just keep crying about this. It's my own fault the workshop got attacked. I should have been more careful. Well, no sense in giving up. That's not the beau's way. Time to roll up my sleeves and try again. Good luck. Good luck. Myrano of the Trino household is kind of like the vice mayor, except she also kind of runs the place all by herself. The board and household is pretty influential too, sure, but Miss Myrano's the real shadow mayor here, hands down. Alright. Looks like we have new dialogue, so let's go check it all out. This hotel has maintained a high level of popularity ever since it was established. It may be busy around here, but this hotel is my life. It is my role as the current manager to find a future manager who can sustain these traditions. Good luck. Good luck. Maybe the housekeeper in this room. Or not in this room anymore, I guess. Man, this is not a good time to be canceling airliner flights. Why does it seem like this kind of stuff always happens whenever I'm in a hurry? Bad luck on your end, I guess. Can you believe this? The manager made me work when it was supposed to be my break time. Ooh. Not to mention, I had a table reserved at the Antarose restaurant, and it was all for nothing. I mean, make another reservation, and, make him pay you overtime. I'm sorry, though. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, alright. I mean, dude, just because it's your life doesn't mean it has to be your employee's life. They get their breaks, okay? Okay? Or you pay them overtime, and you compensate them fairly, alright? Good. Glad we have that stock. Alright, we are already at the bar. Do we want to go into the guild yet? I mean, we could, right? So you're headed to Ravenous Village, are you? Oh, are we? Okay, cool. Then all you need to do is head along the West Bowes Highway and turn off onto the trail about halfway down the road. The village can be easily reached by just following the trail. Ravenous Village, huh? Always makes me think of, well, another bracer. If you were here, this would be no problem at all. Okay. Another bracer. Okay. I am searching for someone who can escort me to the Chrome Pass checkpoint. Please see me at the Freyden Hotel ASAP. Oh, it's that guy we just talked to. Okay. A ferocious monster known as an amber turtle has been spotted roving the new Ansel path. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Alright, another monster. Okay, sure. We're getting good at those, so it's fine. It's fine. So, welcome, I guess. Wow, that is like the most lackluster greeting I've ever heard. What's up with him? He seems pretty depressed. Yeah, his shoulders are drooping off the charts. Wonder if something happened. Oh, whatever shall I tell the owner? I mean, you could tell us. Right? Tell us. Maybe we can help you fix it, and then you won't have to tell the owner anything. Or you could tell the owner that you took care of it already, and she'll give you a promotion. Yeah? Yeah? So, Marion sure does like to eat, no? It's amazing. If I tell her there's delicious food to be had, she's packed it ready to go in a heartbeat. But, as such, I must admit that I am never bored thanks to her unbridled enthusiasm for viands. Viands? There is a town to the northwest of here, where the most delicious fruits are grown. Sadly, it lies partway up a mountain, making it an impossible destination for one such as myself. Such a shame. I mean, they probably import the fruits. You could probably still get it here somewhere in town. Try the Bowes Marketplace. Yeah. I previously worked as a waitress at a restaurant in Zeiss. The owner of this establishment happened by on business, and we got to talking shop, so to speak. The wages seemed much better here than there, so I jokingly said to her, "Give me a job." And that's when she told me she was the owner. Okay, cool. Congratulations. The market became great around the time when that little lady's Poppy served as our mayor. He was a real pioneer, pushing forward all kinds of measures to promote commerce, and clearly it worked wonderfully. The current mayor then inherited all of that from her Poppy. At first I didn't think much of her, but she's really proven herself a worthy successor. I'm so nervous I can't even taste this. Seems almost like sacrilege. Wowee, that was delicious. Easy to see why this is Liberal's most highly rated restaurant, that's for sure. It was definitely worth the trip. A little luxury makes for a nice break every now and again. No, I absolutely must get it for this price, right here. I won't accept any less. Try to say something like that at the very start. Come on, please. No, if I take it for that much money, I'm sure to suffer losses. I realize it's just words, but please listen to me. I'm trying to help here. This is simply no way to negotiate. What are you guys even negotiating about? Seriously. Doesn't sound like it's going well either way. During the war, we weren't the only ones to take heavy damage. Poor Ravenous Village suffered the same fate. Oh yeah, we read that tombstone where those 7 people died, maybe? So there are quite a lot of us who share these awful memories. It's really sad. Really, really sad. I am originally from the Empire. One day, the owner of this restaurant came to the establishment where I worked as an ordinary customer. She loved the wine I picked for her during her meal so much that shortly afterward, I received a letter. A letter inviting me to work here. I decided to at least come to Liberal to see this restaurant and fell in love with it at first sight. Nice. The owner likes to go to other places and poach their employees. I used to work as a cook at a bar in Rouen, but the owner here asked for me by name, and how could I say no to that? Apparently, she took a real shine to my desserts. The previous owner would never, ever listen to me. But the current owner listens to even the most minuscule of nitpicks I may have. I'm very grateful to her for that. Very grateful indeed. I mean, she did make me chef without having ever met me or seen my face, so I'm a little worried about her mental stability. But still. Okay. An eccentric owner. Alright. To the northwest of here, there is a village that cultivates fruit called Ravenue Village. Unfortunately, there is no chapel in the village. I'd be most delighted to have the children from there come here for Sunday school. Seems like a kind of a long trip, dude. We get a lot of people coming to the chapel to pray for the success of their businesses. But Adios, the goddess of all creation, is not a deity of fortune. I wonder if I should post a note on the door to tell people that this kind of sacrilege is unacceptable. Good luck with that. I think that's everything, right? I put in a notice that I'd be opening up a shop in the Bose Market. But it turns out they're not accepting them at the moment. It seems like there's been a lot of problems recently. Good luck, though. Good luck. You know, Mina. You know what? Well, you know how you always nitpick at me? Do you hate me or something? If that was the case, I don't think I'd be here right now. What are you blushing about? I never said that I liked you either. I should have figured as much. So I guess that means you neither like me nor dislike me, huh? I mean, you can work on her, right? You're unbelievable. Just, you know, keep at it, kid. Keep at it. You can make all your dreams come true. All of them, I'm sure. When Mayor Maybelle was elected, she received a lot of backlash from those around her because of her age. However, because of numerous commercial policies and her efforts for the city, those who have seen her in action have gradually changed their minds. Trino and his daughter Mirano are just a few of the influential merchants who support Mayor Maybelle. Glad they support each other. That's great. It's almost tea time. I may be a klutz, but I am just as skilled as Lila when it comes to pouring tea. Good for you. Oh, Lila. Nope, not in her room today. Hello. I should be the one saying thank you. How is the investigation coming along? Well, to tell you the truth, we're having a hard time coming up with anything. But we have managed to gather a number of clues. Well, it's more like unreliable information than clues. But even still, we were thinking about heading over to Ravenue Village. Ravenue Village? But I heard the army had already finished its investigation there. Well, they did a crappy job, so we're here to pick up the slack. I guess if that's the only clue we have to go on, maybe it's worth re-investigating the place. Anyway, please keep me posted as to what you find. Will do, will do. No. So many banisters. Okay. We already went into the hotel. Bar. Okay, I think we've covered everything here except this. And then we'll go hit up the residences. I just bought something by myself for the first time. Congratulations. It was some kind of sponge cake someone was selling near the fountain. A bunch of people were eating sweets over there, so I joined in with them. I couldn't believe how good they were. What a great experience that was for me. All those books in the back are covered with dust and cobwebs. I should probably borrow a feather duster from the shop owner and clean them off. Do you work here? I thought you were a customer. Hi there and welcome. Stop by and see what we've got in stock. Right now, on sale. Believe it or not. We've got a luxury carpet from the Calvard Republic going for just 500 mira. You heard it right, just 500 mira, but that's not all. At regular price, this goes for 1500 mira, but the price has been reduced to an amazing 500 mira, but that's not all. If you buy now, I'll even throw in a tapestry with matching patterns. So we can lug it back to Roland. No thank you. But we will check out what you have. Same stuff as last time, okay. This is terrible. How could this have happened? I've spent all the money I have for today. No! I can't figure out when they're going to slash prices here. Good luck, kid. Good luck. Wow, this is really cheap. But if I buy this too, it'll just add to my already, substantial amount of luggage. I wonder if I can get someone to deliver it directly to my home in the Royal City. Wow, this is only your second town. You need to slow down, girl. Slow down. That girl at the confectioner shop. Her sweets have gotten tons better since she started making them. I should know because I eat them every day, and they just keep getting better and better. Huh? Oh, sorry, my head's not quite in the game right now. Welcome! Why? What happened? My fiancé was actually the one who started the store. Uh-huh. But he was aboard the airliner that disappeared that everybody's talking about. Oh, that's not good for the dude over there. We gotta tell him. We gotta tell him she's not available. I truly believe in my heart that he'll come back safely, somehow. And until he returns, I have to keep the store alive. Oh, Estelle. Estelle, what's wrong? You know, she's right. Huh? How so? It's not only someone from our family who is aboard that airliner, which means I need to do my best as well, as a member of the Bracer Guild, and as Dad's only daughter. Estelle, you're right. Yes. Dude, I'm sorry to say, she has a fiancé. She's getting married. It ain't to you. Welcome! Can I help you find anything today? How about a fluffy, eggy sponge cake? It's a specialty here at the Bose Market. Alright. The clothes I designed and tailored myself are selling quite well. That was fast. That was what, like an afternoon? I think I'm going to try and make more with numerous variations. Good luck. The sponge cake looks so yummy. It's probably not okay for me to use the money I'm supposed to use for these errands, right? I mean, if you have some left over, I don't see why not. Treat yourself. It's a reward. I get all my fruit from Ravenue Village. See, we should go back and tell that customer at the restaurant. I knew she could get it here. The village used to be a thriving place from its mining industry, but now it's known for its orchards. Alright. I wonder what I should do today about a side dish. I just can't decide what would sit well on the table. I thought I could decide once I got to the store, but now I'm here and I still don't know. Good luck. The top dogs here in Bose, aside from the mayor, would have to be Trino and Borden. However, recently Trino's daughter has been extending her sphere of influence. Let's see, if I remember right, her name is Mirano. Anyway, she appears to have a knack for business and can hold her own against her father. Alright. So this is the Bose Market, huh? Pretty lively for a marketplace in a small country, if I do say so myself. Maybe I'll have a look around after I finish up with my business deals. Who would have thought that Trino would be on the airliner that disappeared? Now Mirano is taking care of all her father's business deals in his stead. I know I shouldn't have expected anything less, but I hope she doesn't take on more than she can handle. Okay. Whew, I'm ready for a breather. I wonder how my husband's getting along back at the village. My father's growing fruit back at the village. The fruit we're selling here may be some of the fruit that my father grew. You don't know? Originally, we were supposed to be running this business together as a family, but he chose to stay behind. Alright. Divide and conquer. The porcelain made in the Empire has an artistic quality in the absolutely gorgeous designs. Just the opposite, the porcelain from the Republic employs simple colors and patterns, but its beauty comes out the more you use it. The varied and contrasting styles are why porcelain wares are so interesting. Alright. Miss Maybelle is the type of person who thrives the busier she is. She's just like her father in that respect. But I'm worried about her health. Oh. Well, that's why you're at the medicine sellers, right? Even if the airliners aren't running, a true Bose merchant won't get discouraged so easily. How should I put it? A real Bose merchant knows how to innovate at times like this. Ho ho ho. Alright, cool dude, cool. I think that's everybody. Alright, let's hit up the residences. It looks like my husband's business is doing better than expected. Recently, I've noticed a vibrant look in his face, so I'm happy for him. Cool. I'm gonna visit my dad's shop with my mom later on. I'm so excited. Who is your husband, exactly? Oh, no. I refuse to make anything that distorts my aesthetic tastes. But my new boss often makes demands for crude products. And just seeing his face alone makes my will to create wither like a dried reed. Change jobs. Get a new boss. Store sales are going rather well. It bothers me that these craftsmen aren't very serviceable, but whatever. Now if I can just keep making money like this. Oh boy. All of that guy's employees are going to quit. They're all going to quit. Like we were just here. I wonder what happened to that girl who liked to buy shoes and clothes. Oh, I was just here. Alright. Having the flight stopped has actually turned out to be good for business. I'm actually able to earn quite a lot more with my father temporarily out of the picture. Wow. But I'll try to pick up as much of the slack as I can for his work during this time. Wow. Borden's wife helps him with the business. I have tried to help my husband a few times with this work, but let's just say that the results weren't great. It looks like I'm best cut out for supporting my husband and Murano here at home. I'm sure that my husband's gonna walk through that door any minute with a nonchalant look on his face. I'm sure. Good luck with that. We will help ensure it, in fact. Because that is what we do. Men, no matter how old they get, have a little childish part in them. A part that makes them always want to chase after their dreams. Too bad that women can't seem to understand this. I mean, maybe you took her along, instead of just leaving her here. Sometimes I wonder why I ever married my husband. This was the worst mistake of my life. I'm sorry for you. I really am. Did we already come in here? We did. Okay. We were already in there. I really struggled a lot and worked hard when the market began. And I think it's because of that hard work and experience that I have my own shop now. I think learning to start at the bottom of the heap is important for anyone. Good on you, dude. Good on you. Okay, we were already in here, which means we were in there as well. Were we in here? With the Beau's airspace being designated a no-fly zone, businesses are being hit hard economically. Flights from the border are also being held up. At this rate, there will be no deals to be made. But Muro seems to be hammering away under these conditions. And if she can do it, I can't give in either. Good luck. My husband proceeds rationally with his deals and business talks. But Mr. Trino is the exact opposite. He pushes with vigor and flair. However, Miss Murano is getting together with both of them. She's almost like Mayor Maybell in a number of ways. Oh yes, she is the Shadow Mayor after all. It seems like my mom saw the culprits too. I wonder what Murano is doing right now. What? Culprits of what? The hijackers? Or the burglaries? And why? Okay, whatever. Whatever. No, wait, that's... okay. We were already in there. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. One more place to hit up, I think. You're still waiting here, huh? To tell you the truth, I'm getting tired of waiting for flights to resume. Maybe it would be best if I tried again later. Yeah, grab a hotel room or something. It's gonna be a while. If flights remain cancelled much longer, it could affect the reputation of the corporation. There's never been an accident, and nothing like this has ever happened before either. I certainly hope we'll be able to properly explain what happened later. This guy is a lot more serious about his job than the other one in Relent. I don't think there'd be any harm, even if the counterclockwise looping Cecilia were the only airliner making flights. But the fact that all flights have been grounded means that this must be a really big incident. Yup. Oh. Right, okay. Even though there's not really much to inspect, I'm going to get yelled at if I look like I have nothing to do. I've got to do something to keep busy. It's really hard to look busy when I've got nothing to do. I mean, you should just take a vacation, dude. At present, there are 2 airliners which provide domestic flights for passengers in Liberl. There's the clockwise looping Lind and the counterclockwise looping Cecilia. But both were put into service in the same year, but their coloring is different. And if I remember right, the engine model in the Lind is older. Alright, good to know. Alright. I think that's everybody in town. So we will pick back up next time.